It's building that layer of foundational data. I want to know what's happening on the shop floor right now. And because of that, now I can make informed decisions.
Hi, I'm John Gretter, Managing Director of Mill Products for Delaware.
And I'm John Rossiter, a solutions engineer with Delaware.
For any of you that are joining us today and heard us reference Mill Products, you may be asking, well, what is Mill Products and how does it relate to me and my business? For Delaware, when we talk about the Mill Products vertical, it really comes down to sub-verticals. And for the sub-verticals that Delaware are experts in, there are four main sub-verticals. It's paper, plastic, metals, and wire and cable. So if you're in those industries, again, that paper, plastic, metals, wire, and cable, this episode is all about ways that Delaware can help you understand the power of SAP's digital manufacturing solution combined with DM4Mill by Delaware. Why we are so excited to talk to you today about DM4Mill by Delaware is this is an initiative, a co-innovation agreement actually, that was launched and introduced at Sapphire, and that project is launched. It is ready to go. That product is ready to be consumed by our end users. To give you a little bit of an insight and walkthrough about what makes DM4Mill by Delaware such an integral combination with SAP's DM or digital manufacturing solution, my colleague John Rossiter will walk you through the ins and outs of what we've been doing for the last year. But before I hand it over to John and we go back and forth with why we're so excited about DM and DM4Mill by Delaware, just set a little baseline of really what DM does and what our solution does, what our product does. DM is that great connector of the shop floor and the top floor, whichever way you want to look at it from whatever lens you're in. But it connects that top floor and that shop floor and gives real-time data so decisions can be made and modifications can be made before it's too late. We're all about driving efficiency. We're all about driving visibility and harnessing all that wonderful data that is out there that oftentimes isn't caught until the next day or days later. But with DM, Digital Manufacturing by SAP, and DM4Mill by Delaware, we can bring that all together and arm your top floor and your shop floor to be as efficient and as productive as possible. But enough from me. John, I want to pass it over to you and have you kick off what you've been working on with the teams in developing this solution and where we're at right now.
Thanks, John. We've been working quite a bit on it. And as you mentioned, one of the key things of this is that integration in a real time manner. So Delaware's DM4Mill solution is built on top of SAP's digital manufacturing, as you mentioned. We utilize the SAP business technology platform to put in place all the interaction between all the different units that are there. And again, we're providing that real time data back to core SAP. So what this allows us to do and where digital manufacturing and DM4Mill really play is at the shop floor level. So we're talking about shop floor operators, folks that are doing that production work on the shop floor and capturing that data. So a lot of things I know you and I hear as we go out and speak in the world, everybody talks about AI and machine learning and all this stuff. Well, digital manufacturing is a foundational piece that's needed for a manufacturer to engage in those things. And why do I say that? Because it's building that layer of foundational data. I want to know what's happening on the shop floor right now. And because of that, now I can make informed decisions. So that's really where we've been focused is providing a process driven way of an operator to capture that data as it happens on the shop floor. And from that aspect, now the managers, the executives can see what's going on and they can make those informed decisions. How do I react to something in a market that's changed? How do I react to some new product that I want to release? And how do I fit that into my schedule and what it is I want to do? That's what we've been doing. And we're excited to have this product in the marketplace ready to go today.
And John, I know from what you're talking about with talking to the marketplace and to our customers and to SAP for that matter, A lot of the feedback we've been getting is the main focus and the main excitement we're getting is that this is a solution or an MES solution for these industries where they have never had anything like this before. In the past, they've either had to create it themselves or go to something that's a close fit, but it really doesn't address everything that they need. So then the adoption on the shop floor is maybe not where the organization wants it to be because it is so hard to use. Can you help with our audience a little bit from a usability standpoint? Talk about what DM4Mill does for SAP's digital manufacturing solution.
John, you're exactly right about that. It is a matter of taking things that, and we see it all the time when we walk shop floors, paper forms, Excel spreadsheets, manual processes of doing things.
Tribal knowledge, that's something else we hear
Exactly.
all of the time. Yeah.
And we're in a situation in manufacturing today that you've got a workforce that's getting older. I walk into a plant and go walk their shop floor, and there are a lot of folks that are sitting there talking about, oh, so and so just retired, or something just happened to somebody else and they're going to be leaving in a couple of years. Well, from that aspect, that tribal knowledge is going to get lost if they just walk out the door. Because as you and I know, it could be, hey, something just happened in the floor. Oh yeah, go ask John, he knows how to fix it.
Yep. But now instead of asking John or John, as we like to do it at Delaware, make it easy for everybody, they can go to DM and they
Correct.
can find that information and that tribal knowledge is now included in a solution instead of included in people's heads. We still need the people. We
Yes.
still need the people, but we're bringing that into to a solution. And really, what I've said to customers is DM and DM4Mill, it's an insurance policy for the organization because now we have captured that data and we making the most of that data. And in case that person leaves or that paper isn't right where we need it when we need to access it, it's right there. It's in the system, and that's attractive to those new hires as well because they want to work off of the digital age. They're like spreadsheet. What are you talking about spreadsheet? But yeah, agreed, John.
Just let me work on it on a phone or a tablet or some other
Yeah.
device that I can just have with me. But it's a matter of capturing that data at the point of production right there. And we're talking about long productions. In mill industries, we're talking about things that it's not like I'm creating a computer or a phone, a widget that's out there. I'm running something that's taking a long period of time. And I could have that same product running through the process from a starting perspective to a finished good. It's being, if we're talking cable and wire, it's being coiled on the end. And we need to be able to understand what's going on throughout that entire process. But again, as you mentioned, this is process driven. So if I go in and want to start capturing my direct and indirect labor and capture my machine times and integrate with those machines, this product does all of that. And it allows me to do simple things like press a setup button. That machine's now in setup. I'm now capturing all that stuff categorized as setup. But when I go to production, it could be as simple as hitting a production button, or it could be that when that machine ramps up and it hits a certain speed and it's integrated into the system, the machine tells digital manufacturing that, hey, I'm in production mode. I'm producing material. And now I can start capturing that. So DM4Mill and digital manufacturing allow us to bring those things together and capture them right there. It also brings in what we like to say with DM4Mill, we do two different things with it. One, we bring standard functionality that's in SAP's digital manufacturing to the forefront, and we put it in a process driven perspective. So, capturing labor is as simple as clicking a button, capturing stuff off a machine is as simple as that stuff feeding it at the right moment. The other thing that we're doing is for mill products is we're filling some areas that digital manufacturing out of the box did not fulfill.
What you're talking about with the functionality of DM4Mill, I know it's the combination of orders.
Yes,
It's the enhanced traceability, and
absolutely.
we've already talked a lot about the usability from the shop floor uh,
Take
teams
into it,
that are going to engage. Yeah,
yeah, and bring
what are
into it
those main
quality.
bullet points? Yeah, quality. Yes, go ahead. What are
Yeah,
those main bullet points that we're addressing with DM4Mill?
yeah, you hit it the nail on the head right there. I mean, It's the traceability of things from raw materials to finished goods. It's a combination of orders. So instead of getting 3 orders for the same material, I can merge those when I send those to the shop floor. I'm not going through multiple setups and changeovers on that machine. I'm going to run things that are very similar as they go through. Or
Efficiency. You're maximizing
exactly,
efficiency.
driving
Yeah.
efficiency. And then laying that foundation to do advanced analytics and understanding of what's going on that shop floor. Those are the things we're bringing to the table, combining in that quality aspects of things and capturing that in line. One of the biggest things we see, and all of this goes back to with labor, machine integration, the traceability sides of things go back into areas that the manufacturers are wanting to see, and they've told
Sure.
us they are wanting to see. So that's kind of where we're focused out coming out of the gate. And we've got a number of folks working with us to help bring those requirements to life.
Yeah, a lot of really great people from the SAP side and from the
Yes.
Delaware side working together to make a best in class solution for our mill products customers. And again, we appreciate the time you've given us today. We know that we've enjoyed spending that time with you, and we hope you've gotten some really good takeaways. Click the QR code that you've seen on your screen to learn more about SAP Digital Manufacturing and DM4Mill by Delaware.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Really do appreciate your time. Through that QR code, you can get to a wealth of information. As we know, this has only been a short take.